I'm Carrie Byrne Patello, and welcome to Mohawk Valley Living TV. This week, we're headed to Strategic Financial to sit down with Melissa Fernald, who is a guest editor in the February issue, and find out more about how you can plan for your financial future. Then, we're headed to Steet, Ponte, Volkswagen, where we're going to check out the latest models. Wait till you see the technology in one of these cars. Right now, we're headed to Wynn Hospital, where we're going to meet new cardiac surgeon Dr. Danielle Smith and talk all about February heart health. Hi, Dr. Smith.
Hi.
Welcome to the Mohawk Valley. First of all, I know you started here at Wynn at MVHS in the beginning of February. Mm-hmm. How has your experience been so far? Just even, we are Mohawk Valley Living. I love to talk about this amazing community. Mm-hmm. What has been your kind of experience so far in the Mohawk Valley?
It's been very welcoming. Even just walking down the halls, people recognize me as a new physician and are saying hello, introducing themselves. It's been really quite lovely.
That's great. Have you been out experiencing any of the restaurants or any of the activities? I know it's been Snowmageddon, so it hasn't been the best in terms of getting out, but have you been able to experience the quality of life here a little bit?
Yes, we've been out to a lot of local restaurants.
Wonderful.
Out seeing the community.
Wonderful. Great. So we love hearing the great news that a cardiac surgeon of your caliber has come into the community, especially being a medically underserved area. So I want to thank you for that, for investing obviously in our community as well, but also talk a little bit about heart health. As it is the month of February, we covered it a lot in the magazine, just in terms of prevention and what people need to look out for. But what are some of the things you say? I guess let's start with lifestyle, right? What are some of the things as a cardiac surgeon you look for in promoting a healthy lifestyle when it comes to heart health?
Yeah, the major things would be avoiding tobacco, quitting smoking if that's something that you do, being active, getting out, walking, and seeing your physician.
And getting that check. So
yes.
In terms of seeing that physician, right? I mean, obviously, hopefully you have a primary care physician and you're going for a regular checkup. How do you know when it's time to get that referral to a cardiologist? Is there something beyond just regular symptoms? I mean, maybe it's like a little bit of a heart palpitation or nervous or stress or things like that. But are there markers that should maybe have you ask that primary care physician for that referral? Is there something that would kind of
Yeah, anyone who's having chest pain, either with activity or at rest, should be talking to their family medicine doctor. And shortness of breath, if you find that you were able to walk upstairs 3 months ago and now you're getting a bit short of breath, those kinds of things need to be addressed.
So any changes, so when you go for that visit, or even if you're experiencing any major changes, like you work out and you're, really have like a steady heart rate and you're watching your heart rate, whether it's on an Apple Watch or an Oura Ring or something else, and something changes, that would be a reason to call your primary care physician to get in and then have that referral potentially, I would assume.
Yeah, that's the place to start.
Okay, great. And anything else in terms of prevention, obviously diet, you mentioned smoking as one of the big things, and exercise. Is there anything else people can do on a regular basis, even from like foods they eat and things like that can help?
Well, aside from food, getting your cholesterol checked is really important, and treating that with a statin if it's elevated. Okay. That will keep you from needing to see me.
Okay. Which, we love seeing you, but not in that circumstance, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then as far as diet, eating healthy fats. If you're diabetic, watching your carbs. Okay. That's super important. Getting enough protein, and of course, eating your vegetables.
That's great. So you've been here a week now, right? In terms of being in this hospital, I mean, obviously we're in a beautiful building, brand new hospital, first new hospital in I think over 50 years in New York State. How does that impact kind of the level of care you'll be able to provide here in terms of the technology even?
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone has been very accommodating with everything that we need in the operating room, everything that we've asked for in the ICU and our cardiac unit, which is really important because in order for us to deliver the highest level of care, we need all of the things. Yes. Even though we're in the community, we still need everything that is standard of care in order to deliver excellent cardiac surgical care.
So that's terrific. So you came from Chicago most recently. Yeah. So coming here, we now, with your, you being here, with the brand new hospital, the technology, everything else, we have now a place where people can get the level of care they're getting in any big city.
Yeah.
which is fantastic.
Yes, everything that you would go to a major city for, we have here. And if we don't, we'll send you somewhere else. But most of the things that you need for your heart are right here.
That's perfect. And I assume you're working closely with a lot of the cardiologists in the region, and they're able to refer patients to you in the event that something is needed and kind of be able to get that care they need as well.
Yes, definitely. We work really closely together. We discuss our patients. We do some procedures together, and that allows us to keep as many patients as we can locally here and not having to send people outside of the community.
Which really makes it easier also for family visitation, everything else, to know you're being cared for by your community. I personally love that. So we're so happy you're here. I'd like to thank you again for coming on Mohawk Valley Living TV and sharing your expertise with us. We obviously are all thinking about heart health in the month of February. And again, welcome to the Mohawk Valley and welcome to Wynn and MVHS, and we're happy to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And make sure to pick up the February issue of Mohawk Valley Living on newsstands right now. It is the special home issue. Gives you tons of information for planning and prepping for all of those amazing projects you want to do this spring and summer. We're here at the home show with B&K Fencing and Tyler Brown. Hi, Tyler.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks for having me again. So
Good,
here's what I
awesome.
love.
Yes.
We went through samples, right, the last time I met with you. We are seeing the real deal here.
Yes.
So we're in front of the black aluminum fences.
Yep.
4 foot.
Yep.
With 3 rails, right?
Yep.
All the way down.
54 inch.
Okay, so
Yep.
that's 4.5.
This is our popular pool. What we do around pools a lot.
No one's climbing over that
Yep.
unless they're,
Nope.
7 feet tall. Got it.
Another thing is no spikes on the top, so very safe for pools and for the kids.
Okay.
This is more of a decorative, 6 foot. In the back, we have a 48 inch 2 rail.
Okay.
And behind that, we have a 5 foot tall, alternating spikes in the middle, 3 rail also with the spikes coming through on the bottom.
What I love about this, it shows all of the different options,
Yes.
right? So
Yep.
someone can come in and really visualize also. I mean,
Yep.
I'm 5'2", 3, yeah, right up,
Yeah.
right, whatever. But it really tells you, how tall they're going to be
Yes.
when you're in your yard.
Yep, absolutely.
That's
and
terrific.
we have black. We have a gloss black,
Okay.
a matte black, a white, and also a brownish bronze color as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So lots of different choices.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of other stuff if people come
Yes.
down and even if they talk to you, they could see other things, but we've got
Yep.
vinyl, wood, all sorts of great choices.
Yes.
And
Yep.
again, now is the time to
Yes.
book those fence builds for spring and summer,
Absolutely.
right?
This material is backed with a lifetime limited warranty, a 10-year labor warranty, and these fences go in pretty quick, about a day or two, and start to finish, it's all done.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah.
Tyler, thanks again for letting us
Yep.
stop by.
Thank you very
and we'll
much.
see you soon.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks. So we're here with Kyle Tuttle of T3 Building and Restoration. Hi, Kyle.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
So we have a lot of different projects you've been working on. I see these beautiful pictures behind us. What are people coming in today and asking for? What's kind of the most of the things you're hearing?
Yeah, people are looking for a lot of kitchens. So we're a general contractor. We handle most large interior and exterior renovation projects. So kitchens, baths, siding, decks, additions, windows, doors. But we're hearing a lot of people that are interested in redoing their kitchens and also looking towards spring projects.
Right. So
upgrading their outside.
now is really the time to book. If someone wanted to do their kitchen, how far out in advance are you booking for things like that?
Right now we're booking 4 to 5 months out, depending
Wow.
on the size of the kitchen.
I always say that the home show is perfectly timed in February, in the winter, because it really is that spring, summer time period. You want everything done, but you need to plan it now, right?
Exactly, absolutely. There's typically 1 to 2 months of planning that go into a project. Kitchens especially take more time to plan, so now's the perfect time to get started with that.
And especially with kitchens in central New York, the Mohawk Valley, you want to be able to cook outside, barbecue, sit outside when your kitchen's under construction. So spring, summer is a great time to do it.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Right? And then some of the other stuff, the beautiful deck. And is this wire in the deck or iron?
Those are metal rods.
Those are metal rods.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful. So this is some of the other work you've done. I can see here an entrance. So really any project, exterior or interior, you're someone they can call and kind of get information. You come out, you do a free estimate.
Yep.
So how does that work when you get a phone call from a customer? What's the process like?
Yeah, so we'll schedule a time to come out on site, take a look at the job or whatever jobs they have that they want us to look at. we'll prepare an estimate for them, free estimate, no obligation, and then if they want to move forward, we'll start the planning process and get things moving for them.
Perfect. What's the best way for people to reach you? Facebook, website?
Either, anything. Facebook or our website are, both great ways to reach out to us.
Perfect. Thanks for having us. I know the show's busy, so I'm sure you're going to have a lot of people coming by. We appreciate your time. Up next, we sit down with Melissa Fernald from Strategic Financial. Then, wait till you see the technology in one of these cars. Can't wait to show you the exciting stuff going on at Steet, Ponte, Volkswagen. This series is sponsored by CNY Brain and Spine and by Excelis Blue Cross Blue Shield. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you go to mmri.edu for tickets for our March seminar.
We are Strategic. Want to know what we do? It's simple. We help you live your great life. That means great financial planning, straightforward investment strategies, and guidance when life throws a curveball. Retirement, college, taxes, and big decisions. Spend less time worrying and more time living. Strategic, life by design.
Everyone's favorite Scottish nanny is headed to a stage near you. Mrs. Doubtfire is the smash hit musical comedy based on the iconic film. It's the surefire hit musical of the season, playing the Stanley Theater March 3rd through 4th. Tickets at BroadwayUtica.org.
Brilliant water. BioGuard brings the promise to life. BioGuard dealers are your neighborhood pool and spa care specialists. Visit us today for expert advice and a complimentary water analysis.
For your free professional water analysis and all your other pool and spa needs, visit the professionals at Garrity Pools and Spa, your local BioGuard dealer. Garrity Pools and Spa, 234 South Caroline Street, Herkimer, or on the web at garritypools.com.
From our family's first dealership to today, the Steet Ponte Auto Group continues to be your locally and family-owned auto group.
With our 8 locations, we stay true to our mission, to treat everyone like family and to always make the process easy.
Whether it's your first visit to our showroom or your 5th,
we don't stop at the sale. Our service departments are here for you even after you drive off the lot.
And we're proud to carry on our family traditions to the next generation.
We're your family-owned, locally owned auto group.
Hear ye! Welcome roofing royalty to your home. The King awaits with bountiful savings. The Roofing King can help you with all your roofing needs. The Roofing King and all his men have the royal plan with perfect installs, maintenance, repairs, and free inspections. Call 315-269-3519 or visit roofingkingusa.com today. Save yourself time and money with your roofing professionals, the Roofing King.
It's winter in upstate New York. And yes, it's cold outside. But old Mother Nature, she doesn't care that you need a new door. But we do. New York Sash products are Energy Star rated. That means we'll help you keep the cold outside. Local expertise, quality craftsmanship, lifetime warranty, serving West Winfield and beyond.
Welcome to Mohawk Valley Living TV. Today I'm here at Strategic with Melissa Fernald. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Carrie.
So you're a senior advisor and partner at Strategic.
That's right.
And you're our guest editor in the February issue, so thank you for that.
Yes, thank you for having me.
We loved your contribution and really kind of developing the story of how it works when someone comes into Strategic and is looking to get advice from you and really help with wealth management, money management, that type of thing.
Yes.
So how does the process work? Someone calls Strategic, they can request you specifically, they can request any advisor, and what happens at that first initial meeting when someone comes in to talk to you?
Sure. So we're lucky to talk with people at all stages of life, but no matter where they are kind of in that financial plan, we always start at the same spot. So the first meeting is really just a conversation. It's kind of get to know you. And for them to get to know us, right? And what we do and who we are. So it's very conversational. I always start with, tell me about you, tell me about your background, tell me about your family, who are the people that are important to you. And then from there we go into goals. So we want to understand what brought you here, what are you looking to achieve, what's on your mind, what are your goals?
Right. So I have a 20-year-old still in college. I have a 23-year-old bridging from college to medical school. And I said to my children very young, because I didn't get that advice when I was young, start your Roth IRA, start thinking about financial planning and all of that. So obviously we talk about all different stages, right? People closer to retirement, it's also an important time if you really haven't been kind of looking at your overall financial health, right? But also for like those young people or young couples who are just starting out and buying their first home. What type of advice? So let's say my son at 23 years old comes in and says, all right, help me plan out what am I going to do. I'm about to look at some potential debt with med school, but then, you know, kind of being able to really have that plan in place for his future, right? So what would be that? What would that meeting be like?
Yeah, we start right at the basics, So understand where they are currently and what resources they have, right? So if he's working, we want to understand what his income is.
Right.
If he's renting an apartment or you know, what are your expenses? And then we want to balance that out and just see, okay, if this is your income, these are your expenses, what's left for savings, and what are those different goals, and now let's prioritize.
Right.
So he, you know, like you said, there's some college debt probably. So how much do we put towards that? And then how much do we put towards savings, towards these other goals of buying a home or whatever it is.
So it's so important to get that kind of information ahead of time and then plan it out.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and then with that too, just helping him understand what he can afford going forward. So when you're looking at a home, sometimes it's, geez, I don't know what I can afford, right? There's all different price tags on homes these days, and they're still, you know, pretty expensive.
Right.
So helping him understand not only what you can afford and what you need for a down payment, but what do those carrying costs look like going forward, and what can you afford, you know, on an annual basis.
Right. One of the other things I loved, and specifically as it relates to the editorial piece you did for us, was that couples planning. Because I still remember as a young girl, our neighbors, when we lived in New Jersey, the husband passed away, and they were older, but not at the point where she was prepared or had any knowledge of anything, and she was lost. I mean, I remember going over there even with my mom as a little girl, and she was crying every day, didn't know where anything was, how to pay a bill, anything. So I love the fact that you're approaching it, you know, when you are a couple, you're both in that meeting, right? And you're both understanding and knowing that, God forbid something did happen, strategic has everything under control, basically, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's super important as well.
Yes, yes. We always recommend that couples come in together, and not, it doesn't mean that they have to be fully involved in the process or even fully, you know, understand, right? We meet people at where they're at.
Right.
And part of our job is to educate, but it's more building that relationship and building that trust. So if that moment comes, they know who to turn to.
Right.
And they have a partner.
So Melissa, how does it work when someone comes to you, and what does it really mean when you're managing their money? How does that work?
Sure. So strategic is a fee-only fiduciary, and there's a couple important parts there, right? There's a lot of ways that people in this industry make money, get paid. So as a fee-only fiduciary, as a fiduciary, we are legally bound to do what's in our client's best interest.
That's great.
And that's really important. Always doing what's best for the client, putting their needs first. And then two is fee-only. The only way that we get paid is a percentage of the assets that we're managing for you. So clients come to us with some investment assets. Maybe it's old retirement accounts that they save to that they no longer work for those employers. We can manage those assets for them, and we take a percentage of that each year is our fee. That's the only way that we get paid. All of our services are included in that.
That's great. So there's really transparency and understanding that, you know, the wealth manager you're using, the advisor, isn't making certain decisions because it benefits them.
Exactly.
It's all in your best interest.
Exactly.
And total transparency when you look at that.
Total transparency. You see the fees coming right out of your account, so there's never a question of how much am I paying. And then it puts us on the same side as the table with the client. So as their assets grow, hopefully, right, that's the goal.
Yes.
Our compensation grows. Put you on the same side of the table. You do better, we do better.
That's great. And then people have easy access to be able to watch that, look at their accounts and see what's happening as well.
Yes.
They're able to log in and kind of see kind of where the money's moving and what's happening. And again, always in their best interest.
Absolutely.
I absolutely love that.
At any age, at any stage of life, what we try to provide is that clarity and that confidence, so that as you're going through those different stages of life, talk about retirement being a big one, you want to go into that with some confidence and some clarity, not with, oh my God, am I going to be okay?
Right. That you can
Where's my money
maintain a
gonna come
certain
from? How am I
lifestyle.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. You want to, hey, you worked hard, you worked all your life for this moment. Let's make sure it's great.
Right.
Let's make sure you approach it with excitement and not
fear,
with confusion
right.
or fear.
Yeah, I love that.
So we really, that's what we provide, that clarity and confidence.
Yeah. Well, I can say you're very easy to talk to. So for anyone looking for an advisor, I mean, they can call Strategic Financial, they can ask for Melissa, right? And have those initial meetings and really get an idea. It really is more informational, that first meeting, right?
It is. It's just a conversation.
Just
like
this.
Just
very
a conversation.
simple, easy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, for contributing to the magazine. Yes. And I look forward to having some conversations in the future.
Same. Thank you, Carrie.
Thanks, Melissa. And make sure to pick up the February issue of Mohawk Valley Living on newsstands right now. It is the special home issue. Gives you tons of information for planning and prepping for all of those amazing projects you want to do this spring and summer.
Everyone's favorite Scottish nanny is headed to a stage near you. Mrs. Doubtfire is the smash hit musical comedy based on the iconic film. It's the surefire hit musical of the season, playing the Stanley Theater March 3rd through 4th. Tickets at BroadwayUtica.org.
At New York Sash, we know the value of experience. We also know when to let someone else take the lead.
This is too heavy!
Because trusting experts means letting people do what they do best. For over 35 years, that's how we've earned trust. One home, one project, one family at a time. Stop into our showroom or call to take advantage of 20% off this month. So trust New York Sash and let our family take care of your family.
Okay, it's all fixed. No new parts, under an hour, no charge.
I don't want to make any decisions right now.
Don't worry about it. It's no charge.
Now, I really can't make a decision like this without talking to my wife. But I will decline the charges.
Sir, there's still no charge. You have a good night.
The green team doesn't sell, they solve. For unexpected wins, get on the green with Standard.
Wait, you didn't even ask for my email address.
It's here, the only robotic GPS in the state outside of New York City. The Excelsius GPS. No need to travel to the big cities. The best technology is right here at Central New York Brain and Spine Neurosurgery. The Excelsius GPS provides a safer and more precise surgery with better outcomes for you. Improved accuracy, less time under anesthesia, and incisions are reduced to only millimeters. For world-class care and the latest technology, call Central New York Brain and Spine Neurosurgery, where Dr. Q cares about you.
A fence is an important investment. It defines your space, provides security, and reflects on the pride you take in your property. At B&K Fencing, we just don't install fences, we build solutions. We take a hands-on approach with every client. Our commitment is to superior craftsmanship and durable materials. Whether it's classic wood, low-maintenance vinyl, secure chain link, or elegant aluminum, quality is non-negotiable. We ensure that every project, large to small, is built right, built to last, and delivered at a fair price. That's the standard we uphold at B&K Fencing.
I had been lifting something heavy, felt a tinge in my back. I also had some shortness of breath, but thought it was due to what I figured was some kind of muscle pull. I was wrong.
The episodes of pain that Ray was experiencing were actually small heart attacks. The Wynn Emergency Department was able to provide immediate life-saving care to Ray's heart.
If it wasn't for the amazing team at Wynn, I might not be here at all. I feel indebted to everyone who helped make Wynn Hospital a reality so I can get the immediate care I needed right when I needed it.
Thank you for giving my daddy back home.
Everyone's favorite Scottish nanny is headed to a stage near you. Mrs. Doubtfire is the smash hit musical comedy based on the iconic film. It's the surefire hit musical of the season, playing the Stanley Theater March 3rd through 4th. Tickets at BroadwayUtica.org.
Today I'm here at Steet, Ponte, Volkswagen with Lauren Harris. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So you're a sales consultant here. How many years have you been working here?
I've been with Volkswagen as a whole for 22 years.
Wow. So this is your brand?
It is, yes.
So what do you drive? I've got to ask.
I drive a Volkswagen Arteon.
You do? Okay. So we're in front of the Atlas.
Yes.
Which I know you can get 2 rows or 3 rows, right?
Yep.
So we're talking 5-seater to 7?
To 6 or 7-seater.
To 6 or 7, depending if you get those captain's chairs.
In the middle, correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And I would assume this is one of the hottest models people are coming in for.
Definitely, yes.
Great family car.
Great family car, very comfortable.
Okay.
All your safety features. Volkswagen does make one of the safest vehicles you could be in, so.
And then in terms of like technology aspects, I know the Tiguan you can get massaging seats, which is
you can.
The highest level of luxury we can imagine. What about on the Atlas? What type of things do we have?
You can get it in the SEL Premium R line.
Okay.
Yes.
Heated seats, that stuff too,
heated
cooling?
Seats, cooled seats, heated steering wheel actually comes standard on every single model in the Atlas Cross Sport in the Atlas.
Wow.
So that comes standard across the board in every single trim level.
I gotta tell you, up in upstate New York, I think every car should be mandated to have a heated steering wheel.
Absolutely,
Because it is too cold to not have that in the morning.
It is, I agree.
Right?
Yep.
So when people are coming in this month, in the month of February, you're offering on this 2-row model $2,500 off,
Correct,
right?
yes.
That's amazing. And what if they're interested in the 3-row? What would that?
That would be $3,000 off.
Okay, so
rebate.
that's the deal this month. We've got a great reason to
Correct.
come in, check it out. All right, so Lauren, tell me what we have here.
This is the all-new 25 Volkswagen Tiguan.
Okay, so 5-seater.
Correct.
Only option. It's a smaller, more compact SUV.
It is, but
Okay.
it's very spacious for being more compact. It's very roomy.
Okay.
They actually made it about a 1/2 inch wider, 2 inches shorter than the previous Tiguan.
Okay.
But it feels bigger than that when you get inside. It's
So
very
nice
spacious.
and roomy and luxurious.
Yes,
So
very
again,
luxurious.
I know I noticed on one of the models there's heated massaging seats, all of that stuff. The luxury you're getting from, you know, a real luxury car line,
Yes,
right?
definitely.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So what else is different about this model? Obviously, is the exterior a little bit?
The exterior is more rounded than the previous one, a little wider, very sportier looking. There, and as far as like the inside goes, they've upgraded the bigger radio screen, and you have a full digital display in front of the driver, which you can customize. They have 3 different views you could choose from, so you could customize it exactly how you want it.
So I always say it's like the way you have your iPhone or Android, right?
Yes.
You have it laid out with different apps and the different things you want to be able to select from.
Correct,
So you have that option there
You
to
do.
kind of look at it the way you want, and it
Yes.
makes you comfortable so that when you're driving, you're not distracted looking for things, you know exactly what's there.
Correct. And
right?
another great thing with the new Tiguan is they have AI built in them.
Really?
So you do not have to take your eyes off the road. Say your seat is cold or you're hot in the vehicle, you could just say, hey Volkswagen or hey Ida. You can even change the wake word on it and tell it, say, my seat is hot or my seat is cold.
No way. Is this the first Volkswagen vehicle to have this
No.
technology?
Nope. So actually the Atlas also has it.
Wow.
But this
I've never
one is
heard of this.
full like AI.
So, I mean, that to me is a reason for someone to come down and look at this car alone.
Correct,
That you do
yep.
have that capability.
Yes.
When people are coming in that are looking for SUVs, you've got the Atlas, which again, a little roomier, a little bit bigger. And then this, I would assume, is really, really popular.
It is. This is
Okay.
one of our top sellers besides the Atlas. It's just a perfect size. It's not too big. It's not too small. It gets great gas mileage. So
Wow.
it's perfect all the way around.
Again, I appreciate your time. Thanks for having me out here.
Yeah, thank
Absolutely
you.
love this. Want to learn more about this. So.
Absolutely.
Thanks again.
You're welcome. Thank you.
That's it from Mohawk Valley Living TV. Thanks for watching. Be sure to pick up the February home issue of Mohawk Valley Living, and we'll see you next week.